Is it okay in English?
Yes, of course.
So, well, the project that I proposed to paint here was a book of artists. Basically, it was a process to explore the notion of scars, like what physical scars can mean, or also emotional ones. And I tried to do some metaphors with nature, in particular with trees, like how their marks represent something, like they can give us information about them, about their age, and more things. So it's basically like this poetical stuff between scars and nature. And well, I've been working with paintings, drawings, and writings. So it's like little pieces of the same project. And well, this is like the main book that for me it's more like a sort of journal. So I bind it, like thinking of this thing of scars. I like how this can also work like a mark. So here I've been basically collecting and painting. I also like the thing of research. So you can find, for example, here, this is a book that's called Acercamientos al Espacio Íntimo. So here you have some quotes that I think are related. So during this time I've been collecting, sometimes you can find pieces of lyrics of songs or maybe movies, etc. So in the envelopes, basically you can find that. Also some leaves that I've been using to do my paintings. And also for some photos. And well, you can basically explore this.
This is a unique book.
Yeah.
And this is a work in progress.
Yeah, I think I will continue for a long time. In particular because I like this thing of like working as an artist and stuff. So yeah, and here you can also find some photos and writings. So basically this is like the main object.
Did you make the book?
Yeah, I bind it.
You bind it,
Yeah.
that's right.
Yes, that's why I also used some envelopes, because I like the idea of having things together. And well, you can take a look. Yeah. So yeah, I guess that the first week that was the object that I worked the most with. So it was like collecting information and drawing most of the time. Oh yeah, and I basically translate most of the text, so you can also read the quotes in English. And there's also, well, as for me, I think that the main part of the project is writing. I also made this little booklet. Yeah, it's more like a brochure that you can take. There are some magnets, so you can just take them. So here you have like the main writings that I work with, because I think it's like easier just to focus on them. Yeah, you can take them.
You can open it.
Yeah,
That's the same different.
yeah, each little book is different.
Okay.
And I try to experiment a bit like in the way of reading. So basically you can open the book like this, and this is just one text, which I translate in the writing atelier, in French, in English, and the main part is in Spanish. So the idea of this is that you could read it like each by each, but at the same time you can open all of them. So that you and then you will have like the possibility of reading all of them just in English or all of them just in French. So yeah, I guess one of my objectives with this project was just to experiment like with different ways of creating books, and I guess that's also one of the reasons why I moved from writing to animation to. As you will see in the animations, I also use the writings or the paintings that I have in the little book. So it's like a mixture of everything. I just wanted like have the possibility to read text by text, but at the same time having the different languages. So yeah, I was basically playing and just discovered that it might be a good idea to have this kind of folding.
When did you start?
I began that like in the first days that I came here because I wanted like to have the
Okay. So
all the
it's
information together.
also kind of a diary of all
Yeah,
the time,
exactly.
the time you spend here.
Yeah, basically it's that.
And we can feel that it's a traveling object too.
Yeah, actually it's kind of funny because that kind of binding is called like traveling binding just because of that. And as the binding is not too rigid, you can also fold it like
Yes.
yeah, like a newspaper or something.
Yeah.
So well, I'm going to read some of my text. Well, the first ones I'm going to read them in English, and I will read the second part in Spanish because it's like mainly how it came. So it was really interesting, like to have this process of translating all the time, and yeah, I basically wrote directly in Spanish and English, but in French it's totally translation. So I worked with that in the writing workshop, so it was like kind of a mixture of everything actually. So, well, you can find the text in the little booklets if you want to read them. All my life I have been empty. My body has allowed me to open more spaces and then fill them with skin. Like an embrace, it covers me little by little. It weaves over my experiences a delicate net, teaches me to feel almost without realizing it. The act rains, like my blood. Earth we are, the tree and me. We are pains and stories too. I engrave my feelings on his skin. With my fingertips I run through his. We both rebuild each other. The tree sprouts, my marks expand. We fill gaps. They are all in the same line of exploring the notion of scars. So, the way the they span is brutal. Invertebrates climb invertebrates and nerves, slipping through the veins and straight to the heart. Scar and temporality. Synapses, scars, memories and associations freeze time. They remain intact, and so does the way we inhabit the world. Through the eyes of others, we never change. The way they treat us, think of us, and interpret us corresponds to a mark in time. As if it does not change until it's open and covered with skin. Skin breaks and grows. Scars generate scars, like roots that crack the soil as they break through. What we have lived affects who we are, our behavior, and the way we relate to our surroundings. To inhabit a scar implies tearing us to pieces and fragmenting at the same time. So, well, these are some of the texts that I wrote directly in English. And I think I'll show you the animations. Basically, you can find the same text there, but I was like thinking of a particular way because sometimes I really like to think that it's not so easy to read it. It's like you can focus on the plasticity of the video rather than the text. So that's why I'm looking for the way that the text works.